boys and girls, and welcome to agriculture class with Mrs. Thomas. Today we're going to be looking at container gardening. Alright, what is container gardening? That is when we grow our crops, or you can also grow flowers in containers, whether it's a flower pot or it's a bottle, a jug that you're cutting to. Today we're going to be growing red beans. All right, these are what we call red beans. We know them as peas. Everybody calls these peas, but they're red beans. All right, so you're going to get 6 red beans and soak them overnight.
Then we're going to leave the container in a cool, dark place until the peas start to grow.
Alright, so we're going to transfer our plants that have started growing into another container with soil. So you're going to get some soil from your garden, and you're going to get a container, whether it's a water bottle or the bigger container, so you can put all 6 in one container, or you can do like me and get individual containers, right?
Here's an example of a plastic container that can be used. This is just a plastic bottle that was cut in half, and we're using the bottom half. Then we went ahead and made holes in the bottom of the container so that the extra water that the plant doesn't use leaks out through these holes, right? Parents, we're going to need your help to use the knives and the scissors to cut the plastic bottles and to make the holes. Then we're going to fill this up with soil.
So you can use loam soil or you can use clay soil, just to make sure that the soil you're using is able to grow plants. Pour water on it, and I'm going to stress the fact that water is very important for our peas to grow. Let us look at our peas as a sleeping seed, right? So this is our sleeping seed. In order for the sleeping seed to wake up, it needs to be exposed to water. It needs to interact with water. Once it interacts with water, then it wakes up. And when it wakes up, it starts to grow. All right, so these seeds have been exposed to water. They were able to get some water inside. They woke up and they started growing. All right, and now we're going to place our newly grown, we're going to place these into our container. Well, we're just going to do one. We're going to place one into our container. All right, so you're going to handle with care. So this is what it looks like. So here is what our pea seeds look like. Pea seed looks like. So from this to this in 5 days. All right, so this part is going to be the root, right? So you have to ensure that this part goes down into the soil. Then this part, you can already see the leaves coming out here. If you look closely, can you see it? You can see some leaves. If I open this part, you'll see the leaves closed up inside there, right? So this part is going to be the shoot. So this part is going to grow upwards, and the roots will continue to grow down. All right, so we're going to make a little hole, right? So make the hole, and then we're going to place our plant in. Cover it up. You don't have to worry about covering everything because it will push through the soil and grow upwards. There's nothing that's going to stop that unless the soil is hard. This soil isn't hard, so it will grow, continue to grow upwards. If it needs more water, you're going to water it. And in addition to water, sunlight is also important for the plant to continue to grow. So you can place this on your windowsill where it can get sunlight, or you can place it on your veranda where it can get a little bit of sunlight, and you're going to water it every day. A little bit of water in the morning and a little bit of water in the evening or the afternoon. Now that we have placed our seedling in our container, we're going to water it every day, take care of it until it grows into a bigger plant and is able to produce more peas, right? Okay. It took 5 days for the seeds to germinate, and they germinate quicker than 5 days. So as early as 3 days, you'll start to see activity, and then you can transplant your seedlings from your container to a container of soil, right? And then place it on your windowsill or your veranda and watch it grow.
So this is what we have so far. We have 3 containers of seedlings that have started to grow, and they're coming up quite nicely. This is the one that we transplanted first. Very pretty. So there you have it, and we're going to leave them here until they grow so much bigger and we can reap some peas.
The end of our class. See you next time.